Let's make a granny square. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to crochet a classic granny square with a colour change after every round. It's beginner friendly, relaxing to make, and a great way to use up scraps of yarn. Today I'm using a 4mm hook, acrylic and cotton mix yarn, and the yarn weight is light. Make your slip knot in your preferred method. Here I'm just wrapping it around my fingers. And then I'll place my hook under and then over the yarn. I'll gently pull the yarn and then twist the hook up towards me. And then gently remove my fingers. Pull on the yarn to tighten the knot. And chain 4. Slip stitch into the very first chain to create a circle. Insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over and pull through, and pull through again. To start round 1, chain 3. And for round 1 we'll be placing all of our stitches into that small circle space right in the centre. And the only stitch that we'll use throughout this whole tutorial is a UK treble crochet. In US crochet terms, this is a US double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the centre, yarn over and pull through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops to complete your stitch. Let's place another stitch in the centre. Yarn over, insert your hook into the centre, yarn over and pull through 2, and then pull through 2 again to complete your stitch. Including the chain 3 that we did at the very start, we now have 3 stitches, and for this pattern we'll class 3 stitches as one granny cluster. Chain 2, and this creates our corners. Now we want to place another granny cluster into that centre space. So yarn over, insert your hook, stitch 1, stitch 2, and stitch 3. Now remember to chain 2 to create your corner, and we want to work another 2 granny clusters, remembering to chain 2, so that we have a total of 4 clusters and 4 corner spaces at the end of round 1. I'll just speed this up a little bit. So we've just finished our 3rd granny cluster. Now remember to chain 2 to create your corner, and work your 4th and final granny cluster. I've just finished my 4th granny cluster. Now remember to chain 2 for your corner, and to finish the round we want to slip stitch into the very top of that chain 3 that we did at the very start. Now I'm just going to pull on that centre tail end just to close the middle circle, and by the end of round 1 we should have 4 granny clusters and 4 corner spaces. At the end of the round I will cut my yarn. I'll then pull the yarn through and tighten that knot just to keep it in place. To start round 2, make your slip knot in your preferred method and attach it to your hook. To attach your new yarn colour, you can actually start in any corner space. I'm just going to attach mine here, and I'll secure it in place by making a slip stitch. Now that it's securely in place, I'll start by making a chain 3. And that chain 3 will act as our very first stitch. And here you can see that I'm just placing that white colour across the top of my stitches so that I can work over it, and that just means I'll have less tail ends to weave in at the end. Now go ahead and work your very first granny cluster by placing another 2 stitches into the same corner space. So that's stitch 1 and stitch 2. Chain 2 to create your corner, and place another granny cluster into the same corner space. And essentially what we're doing here is we're creating our corner pattern, and the corner pattern going forward is one granny cluster, chain 2, and then another granny cluster all into the same corner space. We've just completed our first corner. Now we'll repeat exactly what we've just done in the next corner along. To start your next corner, yarn over and then work straight into the space. So I'm just completing my first granny cluster. Now chain 2 to make your corner and work another granny cluster into the very same space. So essentially in your corners you have a total of 6 stitches separated by a chain 2. Now repeat exactly what we've just done in the next 2 corners, and I'll see you at the end of round 2. So I just finished working my last corner, and to close the round, slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that we did at the very start. Now cut your yarn and fasten off. At the end of round 2 your square will look like this. If you are enjoying this tutorial, hit that like button, and if you want to help my channel grow, consider subscribing. Now take your next yarn colour, here I'm just reusing that brown colour, and make sure that you've attached it to your hook. And you can attach the yarn by slip stitching into any corner space. When your yarn is securely in place, chain 3, and that chain 3 will act as your very first stitch. And because we're in a corner, we will work our corner pattern. Add another 2 stitches to complete your very first granny cluster. And remember, the corner pattern is one granny cluster, chain 2 to make your corner, and then another granny cluster all into the same space. So I'll just speed this up a bit. So this is cluster 1, chain 2 to make your corner, and work another granny cluster into the same space. For every round that we do, the side of our square increases in length. All we need to do is work one granny cluster into each space until we get to our corner, where we'll work our corner pattern. So yarn over and work your granny cluster into the side of the square. Now we're onto our corner again, so work your corner pattern. We've now done 2 corners and 1 side. We'll keep working along the sides of the square until we get to our corners, and then work the corner pattern until we get to the end of the round. Feel free to pause the video here and I'll see you at the end of round 3. I'm just working my very last stitch. And to finish round 3, you will slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that we did at the very start. And congrats, you have now learned how to do a traditional granny square with a colour change at the end of each round. From now on, if you want to make a bigger square, all you need to do is to repeat what we did in round 3. I'll quickly go through one more round with you. Once you've fastened off your previous round, attach your new colour to your hook. You can choose any corner space to work into and join your new yarn by slip stitching into a corner space. You'll always start your new round with a chain 3, and that chain 3 will always act as your first stitch. You're starting in the corner, therefore complete your first granny cluster by adding another 2 stitches and then completing your corner pattern. Remember, with every round, the side of our square increases in length. Just remember to work one granny cluster into each space until you get to your corner, and then work your corner pattern. Repeat this around your square until you get to the end of the round. So here I'm just working one granny cluster into these side spaces, and I'll just yarn over and work straight into the next space. And now I'm at my corner where I'll work my corner pattern. Now I'm at the side of my square again, but I'll just keep repeating what I've just done. I will see you at the end of round 4. I'm at the end of my round, just finishing my very last stitch, and we always finish our rounds by slip stitching into the very top of that chain 3 that we did at the start. And congrats, you've now completed 4 rounds. Cut your yarn and fasten off in your preferred method, and all that's left to do is to weave in your tail ends. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching all the way through. If you found this tutorial useful, hit that like and leave a comment. If you'd like to help my channel grow, hit that subscribe button, and that just lets me know that you've enjoyed my content. And yeah, I'll see you later.